Good morning, boys and girls. All right, so we are continuing with fourth grade rats where we left off yesterday. Sud's buddy Joey gave a challenge to Suds, and that challenge was, don't forget, say no to your mom. Oh boy, let's see how this goes. Our next chapter is Zipper Nose and Bubba, chapter 4. Just a reminder today, make sure you get those response pages that I assigned yesterday. Remember, it was just one prompt with evidence about what conflict is going on in Sud's head right now as he's starting fourth grade. All right, we shall continue. Zipper Nose and Bubba. I'm no good at hiding my feelings. My mother says I would never make a good poker player, whatever that means. Bad first day, she said as soon as she spotted me. I slumped on the sofa. Worst first day ever. She whistled. This is bad. What happened? I don't know. Lots. It's hard to explain. She sat down beside me. She patted my knee. Give it a try. It's a good deep breath. Well, it is all about being in fourth grade now. You know, a rat, third grade angels, fourth grade rats. So I'm not an angel anymore. She snapped her fingers. Well, golly gee, you could have fooled me. You're not funny, Mom. That's your opinion. I happen to think I'm quite funny. I glared at her. Yeah? Well, you wouldn't think it was so funny if you were in fourth grade and everybody was giving you a hard time. Life isn't as simple as it was in the old days. You know, I got problems. Her grin disappeared. Her eyes changed. She stroked my hair. Yeah, I guess you do. Tell you what, she squeezed my leg. I think it's time for a bath. Yeah, I said so. I think so too. I dragged myself upstairs. When I was a baby, I had upset stomachs a lot. It made me pretty cranky. You were not a ton of fun to be with, my mother would say. But she discovered something that happened. A bath. The warm water would have a good effect on me. I'd stop crying. I would calm down. Sometimes she would pour in bubble bath. Pretty soon I'd be laughing and splashing. Suds were flying. My mother says each time a bubble burst on my face, it made a freckle. She says Suds gave me my curly hair too. One thing's for sure, Suds gave me my name. I stopped having upset stomachs by the time I was 2, but I never stopped liking a warm bath. Doesn't matter what time of the day or night it is. If I'm sad or ticked off or wound up about something, I usually feel better if I head for the water. Well, that's what she meant when she told me to take a bath. 5 minutes later, there I was in the tub with my tugboat and my dinosaur. I guess even I had to admit that I was getting a little too old for toys in the tub, but I still like them. They've been with me as long as I can remember. What was I supposed to do? All of a sudden hate them? Throw them away? I started thinking about my life, the important things in it. My Disney World t-shirt, my bike, my Klondike bars, my Matchbox car collection, Heavenly Hash ice cream, sliding boards, Spider-Man, Spiker King kid. I don't know what that is. Winky, my one-eyed teddy bear, my oldest friend in the world. I tried to picture life without them, and I couldn't. I always thought when you grew up, stuff like bikes and bubble gum just sort of disappeared from your life. You didn't want them anymore. They got replaced by cars and coffee and all. I never thought you actually had to give them up, whether you were ready to or not. I thought growing up was just something that happened. You just sort of went along for the ride. But if Joey was right, growing up didn't just happen to you. You had to work at it. And that, according to Joey, meant being a rat. For the first time in my life, I wanted time to slow down. I didn't care if I never had another birthday, as long as I could keep my one-eyed teddy bear. My brain was sore from all this thinking. I ran the faucet some more. I let myself sink into the water. The lower I sank, the better I felt. It was like I could feel time slowing down, feel it stopping, going backwards, back to third grade angels, second grade cats, first grade babies, little yellow tugboats bobbing in the water, bobbing and bobbing. My mother's voice, Sudsy, it's dinner time. As soon as I sat down to dinner, Zippernose, otherwise known as my sister, Amy, sneered at me. Rat! She didn't stop there. She puckered her mouth and raised her upper lip, baring her 2 front teeth. I had to admit it was a good imitation. Rat, 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 rat. My mother plopped some mashed potatoes on her plate. Amy, stop. It was too late. Baby brother Bubba was already baring his little fangs and going, what, what? He doesn't say his R's right yet. Bubba, you too, snapped my mother. Right, Mom. Now Zippernose was nibbling like a rat on a slice of bread. And now Bubba was nibbling like a rat on his hot dog. And now my mother was standing and slamming a serving spoon on the table. I said stop. She glared at my father. Elmore? Oh, that's an interesting name. Let me get this light on. There we go. Back to Elmore, his old man. All right, my father looked up from his plate. Stop, he said, and went back to his eating. My mother is pretty laid back, but compared to my father, she's a nervous wreck. My mother sat back down. Mom, whined Zippernose, I can't help it. He's a rat now. I'm just treating him like the dirty, rotten, slimy rat that he is. Wah, 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 said Bubba. Enough, commanded my mom. Amy, another word from you and you can leave the table. Zippernose's words stopped, but not her faces. She kept baring front teeth and nibbling on her food. All right, said Mom. Upstairs. Zippernose screeched, Mom, I didn't say anything. You're making faces. You said not another word. You didn't say not another face. I'm saying it now. Your dinner is over. Leave the table upstairs to your room. Close the door. Good night. Zippernose stomped off. Before she ran upstairs, she yelled back, Rodent. Bubba echoed, Won't it. Then he started laughing. When Bubba laughs and eats at the same time, it becomes a midget volcano. Pieces of mashed potato and hot dog were flying everywhere. I slammed my fork down. I'm out of here. I stumped off. My mother called, Suds, come back here. I didn't say no, like Joey told me to, but I didn't say yes either. I just kept walking. All right, chapter 5 is You're Not Funny. All right, let's see where this goes. All right, make sure you have a response in by noon today. I'll be looking for it. All right, have a wonderful day, boys.